Okay, I'm going live because we're trying to set this up. Hopefully we can get things going here. Alright. If you there, let's see who's out there. Okay, where are you? Okay, if I added you, Tammy, hopefully you'll come up. I don't see. I'm trying to get you on. Okay, just refresh your page. I don't see. There you are. Okay. Okay, guys, we're just trying to get Tammy on there so we can. I don't know what's going on with this camera. Something terrible. There we go. Alright, let's try this again. Alright. I seem to have a bad connection. Keep trying to add people and it keeps telling me no. And I'm approving again. Very weird. And we'll do it again. I keep requests and it won't come on. Come on. Talk to me. Anyway, people, good news. The Holland Parliament brought up the problem with this genocide. Yeah, sorry about that. Just bad news. This thing is all over the place. It's killing me. Come on, guys. Get on there. Anyway, the parliament down in Holland, Netherlands, had a huge demonstration. Ramaphosa seems to be backing off. I think he's getting the message, and now he's saying, "Oh, everybody's inclusive." But he started this land reform. He needs to deal with it. He's lying through his teeth, and now he's trying to put the two little henchmen in jail. They've charged both Andile and Malema with trespassing, inciting criminals, and we knew this was coming. Suddenly, Eskom has power to run, and they're not doing load sharing, apparently. That's what I'm being told. And suddenly, there's Mr. Ramaphosa says that this Sandile from the Black First land reform or land thing is just a guy in the wind. He's just a noise in the wilderness, and he's nobody. And he's acting like he's innocent from all of these crimes of trying to put you guys, saying whatever. So I'm going to refresh this and see. I'm going to do this again. Switch it off. Switch off all requests. Tammy, I want you to try it again. Request it again and I'll try. I don't know how bad this is, but let's see if we can get you back on again. You'll have to maybe refresh your feed. Anyway, tomorrow I will be speaking to Devin Hoffmeyer, which is Steve Hoffmeyer's son. Tomorrow as well, I'm on Outlaw Radio in the U.S. With Brandy, and we're going to talk about what's going on over there, and also all the other issues that are coming up with the squatter camps, and how easy it is for the government to say say that not our people, but the people of South Africa, the white people of South Africa, are creating armies to fight the black people. No, they're not. All they're doing is defending their land from criminals. Criminals that are being helped by the police, because how can you expect people to defend themselves when the police are telling you, if you defend yourself, I'm going to hold you responsible for their crimes. And then you have Malema now screaming that he wants to decriminalize trespassing. Are you serious? Can you imagine what that's going to cause? Decriminalizing trespassing. That is probably the worst thing I've ever heard before. Anyway, I'm trying to get Tammy on here. There's something wrong with his feed, and I hope our feed with Devin tomorrow would work out, because I don't want to miss that, and I don't want to mess that up. Here's another thing that I find appalling too, and I posted it on my Twitter page, and I also posted it on the YouTube, not YouTube, but Twitter, and I posted it on Facebook as well, where I said that nobody from the 1600s, or the sins of the fathers from the 1600s, cannot be put on the innocence of the 21st century. Another thing, every single person that's alive today in South Africa, born there, is an African. Because people forget, including the black people in America forget. Africa is not a color. Africa is a continent of land, a mass of land with millions of people. More than half of them are Arabs. 40% are black, and the rest are Asians and whites. This narrative that the whole of Africa is black is a lie. The narrative that in the 1600s you must punish the people for the crimes of the past. What crimes? In the 1600s, when they arrived in Africa, they built a fort and they lived there with the black people, the sand people, the Khoisan. And as the black tribes migrated from the north to the south, they pushed them into the deserts. There were larger, bigger people, more people, and with this, the Khoisan were just wanderers, hunter-gatherers. They moved as they did, much like the Red Indians did in America. So this narrative that we stole your land, they never stole your land. That's a lie. It's a narrative. It's to incite people to do criminal acts. A lot of these criminal acts are done by Zimbabweans, used by South African government and whatever criminal entities out there. And I'm sorry, but I disagree with the narrative. I think Mr. Ramaphosa's idea of land reform bit him in the ass. Excuse my French, but it did. He never expected the rhetoric to get so bad that everything that slightly was achieved in the last 24 years has been destroyed since he first announced this nonsense. Now he's backpedaling, knowing that the rest of the world are starting to take notice, especially the United States. Now Europe's starting to take notice. That means once the EU pulls out, he has nothing but the Chinese. The Chinese have no interest in him. He also sold all your land rights. So what's the land reform all about? It's selling land reserves or the land mineral rights. So he's selling the mineral rights. Another thing too, they even indicated they're going to take the tribal lands from the Zulus and split that up because the tribal lands don't take taxes or make taxes. So therefore, they're going to take it away from the Zulus. Well, you're going to have a civil war on your hands. I guarantee you the Zulus are not going to take that line down. And I hope they don't. I really hope they don't. Because that is just going to cause an absolute nightmare. So, I'm trying to get Tammy on here. It's kind of hard because I do not know what is going on here with my tablet. It just will not add her. So I'm trying and I'm trying. Okay, so let me talk about Words Matter Publishing. Words Matter Publishing introduced Alice from South Africa, brought her over. She had written 2 books, brought her over, and they asked her to write, well, Tammy asked her to write a book about the atrocities of what's going on in South Africa. And she wrote this book, My Turn to Be Murdered. Well, it's about everything, and I suggest all of you buy this book. And by doing this, so you're also helping the cause, because a lot of this money, almost most of it, is going to go towards the squatter camps and assisting people with legal bills and a lot of other things. And the quicker we sell this book, the quicker it gets on the bestsellers list and becomes a message to the rest of the world. Hey, listen, we got a problem here. These people are being slaughtered. And to everybody that's out of South Africa, I mean, I'm talking to everybody that left. Listen, I understand you left and you think, oh, I'm free now, and you're gone. Listen, somewhere deep down inside, you know you left them behind. There's over 5 million of us outside, and I'm one of them. I was born in South Africa, so all of you know now. I was born in South Africa. And I can't stand back and watch them do this. I can't. And there's a lot of people in there that know me from Iraq and Afghanistan. A lot of you didn't know at the time that I was South African, but you do know now. And these guys know me. And trust me. To all the families that are outside South Africa, please support this cause. Get on the ringer. Call your politicians. Call your families. Call everybody. Buy this book. Call your politicians. send petitions. I don't care. And we have a website called www.usacenter.center, and it's called USAC, and it's the United South African Coalition. Coalition. The reason I'm saying coalition, it is to unite the entire country against these criminals. 24 years of absolute nonsense. Just today I read an article that Ramaphosa's son-in-law is now going to be buying Eskom. Come on, guys. This guy who had no money before 24 years ago is suddenly going to buy one of the biggest suppliers of electricity in the southern hemisphere. He explained that to me. And it so happens to be Ramaphosa's brother-in-law. I'm sorry. It's absolute nonsense. This is criminal. And I suggest something to everybody. Next year, vote these people out and then arrest them. Just like Zuma is sitting there like he's screaming, oh, you did me, what? No, you're a criminal. You were always a criminal. You forget who I am, Mr. Zuma. You forget that when I used to work in Mlazi, in E section, I'd send somebody to your hotel to pay the 200 Rand for the protection so we wouldn't be attacked in the ANC areas in Mlazi by your henchmen. Do you remember? You don't remember me, do you? They used to call me MacGyver. Everybody used to come there, oh, MacGyver, Nangu MacGyver. I used to have long hair then. I got a little old. But anyway, now he's in jail. Well, he's not in jail, but he's losing everything. They taken his house, they taken his money, and he's running for cover now. And this is exactly what's going to happen to the rest of them. They never learn. Let's go back to all the crimes in history. I mean, I can count them. Every time somebody pulls the stunt, right? They attack people, and they think by doing all this kind of criminal behavior and killing people that they think they're going to get away with it, but they don't. And the problem is that when it's all over, they get arrested. They get arrested, and finally they go to jail. And the same in the Nuremberg trials, the trials of all the people from the Tutsis. It's just endless. And now these people think they're going to get away with it again. Robert Mugabe died with a diaper on in a hospital. And he was just an evil man who took the land from white people. That's another thing that just happened too. With the help of AfriForum, those farmers managed to get win a court case to prove that by taking land without compensation is a human rights violation. So, Mr. Ramaphosa, I would suggest that you watch that case, because I can tell you right now, we're not going away, and you will be part of that. And every single person in the ANC that's involved in all these crimes need to go to jail. For instance, this VBS banking system, where they robbed all these people, stole all their money. Every single person that took a bribe needs to go to jail. Not fired. They just fired, 10 mayors that had their hand in the cookie jar? Nonsense. They need to get to jail. All of them. We heard Ramaphosa was involved with this. Zuma, Malema, who says, oh, we need no corruption in the country. Jail. All of them. And to how can they look these people in the face, especially the Gokos? the old grandmas that were there, that needed, they would go there with their money faithfully and put it in the bank. They trusted the bank. And the bank manager was riding around in Maseratis and nice houses and girlfriends and helicopters. This is what's going on over there. As for the land reform, it's a joke. I'll tell you why. All they want to do is take the land, sell the mineral rights to the Chinese. The Chinese want to take over all of the infrastructures, everything. They're not interested in your country. And when you've got rid of the whites, who's your boss? Not the black people, the Chinese, because of money. So they'll put another puppet there, and he'll just dance to their thing. And if he doesn't like it, they'll kill him, and they'll put somebody else there. That's how it works. So while you can right now, I would suggest you vote these people out. Send the Chinese packing. Tell them we don't want your money. I think the other country the other day, I think it was Malawi or one of them. They told them, no, we don't want nothing from you. Go away. We want you to leave. So I can't get people on here right now, but here's the good news, and we'll just put it in a nutshell. Here's the good news. The land reform decision for the Rhodesian farmers or the Zimbabwean farmers is excellent because it proves that it's a human rights violation. Right there, Ramaphosa is backpedaling. Oh, we need inclusive, and it's just some racist white people and some racist black people. No, he knows exactly what he's doing. He's a liar, bald-faced liar. I call you out as a liar. You're going down for crimes against humanity. I told you you would, and we're not going to stop till you are. I'm calling, and I know you people are going to suffer a little bit, but it's going to have to be cruel to be kind. I'm calling the United States of America to pull full-blown sanctions against South Africa. I mean, blockade the whole damn thing. And arrest that government and put an interim government in place. Fly your flags upside down, half-mast. It's a sign of international distress, and it also proves that the government is out of control. Right now, Ramaphosa can't stop the rioting, he can't stop the looting, and he can't stop the killing, and he can't stop the farmers from being killed. We just had another 4 people murdered this last couple of days. Old people shot in their beds, and all they took was the truck. Why would you shoot them in the head? You're deliberately trying to kill people. No, it's over. No more. If you want to stop this killing, you admit there's a problem with the farming community. Now the farmers don't want to farm. You know what that means, right? You're all going to starve. The minute these farms shut down, you will not have food. That means your own president is actually making you die. Have you thought about that? We found out that 7 million tons of coal going out of Richards Bay to ships that are registered for different countries, and everybody's tight-lipped because they don't want to tell everybody where that coal's going. We all know where it's going. It's going to China. But it's more important to send it gold to China than have electricity. This is your leader. A leader does not worry about what's going on outside. He worries about his people. That's why he's elected, is to feed his people, give them decent homes, give them decent electricity, give them education, give them food. Make sure that their lives are comfortable. Is your life comfortable? No. You all live in fear of each other. You're all scared to go to work. You're all scared. When is the next Tutsi coming in your house or criminal? And that goes for black people too. They must be living in fear because there's no police. The woman must be fearful to walk down the street, to be raped. A woman is raped there every 3 minutes. That's the statistics. 3 minutes. And some as young as 3. What animals do this? You know what animals do this is when there's no police, no law. If the law does not prevail, you have no law. No law at all. I cannot tell you more than what I'm telling you right now. But guys, I'm going on with Devin tomorrow. Hopefully this stupid thing works. I'm trying hard. I promise you. If not, I'll have to go somewhere or do something. I don't know. I've got another tablet. I'll try and see if we can work with that. But all I can tell you guys is Ramaphosa's backing off for some reason. Maybe he just blew smoke just to get elected. And then it all falls away and he says, oh, we can't do this because of the Constitutional Court found it illegal or human rights violation. And then for the next how many years this will be okay until he pulls another stunt the same way. No, it has to stop. It just has to stop. End of story. Don't vote for this guy anymore. Don't vote for the ANC anymore. I would say vote for conservative, multiracial parties that are going to be inclusive, strict, rule of law, hold the police accountable. Hold the police accountable. Hold the politicians accountable. And anybody that was there before, arrest them for corruption. Go into all the corruption. I will guarantee you that if they lose the election, there will be a mass run for the airport. So we found out about this coal going out. Suddenly the load sharing slows down. There's no more load sharing. I found that kind of weird. And then the excuse was the equipment's falling apart. Well, I don't know. You can, and also now the Eskom is going to get sold to his brother-in-law. That's another problem. I don't agree with. So that needs to be investigated as well. Indile, or whatever his name is, threatening white people. He's going to kill the white people, the women and the children and the animals. He never said men. Did you notice? Because he's a chicken. He's a coward. He'll pick on women. I'm surprised. And as for Mugabe, I'm not 100% sure. To be honest with you, I read that in an article that he died overseas. Now, I may be wrong. And that may be wrong. That may be wrong information, but you can check that out. My question to all these criminals and all these people that want to kill and rape our women, or as they said, there's a list. I saw an article, a post by 3 black gentlemen about how they wanted to go rape the children, rape the woman, and kill them, and the other one said kill 5% now, and then later on 15%, and by the year 2050 we can get rid of them. Do you realize people get born every day? Don't be stupid. Those guys their names are on lists. There's some young punk that goes to the University of Natal who wrote that, and we got his name too. And believe me, when this is over, we need to put these people in jail. And if they've incited somebody, or if they've done something, they need to hang. And that's another thing, everybody. I want you to vote for capital punishment. For rape, for murder, for farm murders, even a farm attack. Just a farm attack alone is a death sentence to the entire nation. Car hijacking. Another one. That's like in the States we call it grand theft auto. I think it's a huge thing. It's like stealing somebody's, how do they describe it? It's like stealing somebody's horse in the desert and leaving him to die because he's got no transport. Well, that should be the same thing. Anybody hijacking, anybody involved in the chopping of cars because they're buying the hijacking cars because there's obviously a market for it. All those people need to hang. It'll stop your problem. Anybody that touches a child, boils a child, beats a child, rapes a child. There's no mercy. That should be the worst crime of all. I sent a message to President Trump, and I tweaked it as well. President Trump, give these people a Christmas present by stopping the genocide in South Africa. For 24 years, all they've ever wanted was peace. We're asking for that. Everybody's asking for that. Everybody that's got a White House email, anybody that's got internet that can send to the White House, send them the message. Bombard that White House and ask for one thing only. President Trump, please, we want one Christmas present. Stop the genocide in South Africa. We just want peace. That's all you have to send. Do it by the thousands. Just want peace for Christmas. Send it by the thousands. To every single person in South Africa, black and white, stop this now. Stop. Stop the rhetoric. Stop the hatred. And unite. All the white people that think there's nothing going to happen, it's going to happen if you don't unite. If you don't unite, you're all a victim. And stop fighting each other. Find common ground. You got to find common ground. 24 years, you got to find common ground now. And reach out to these people that hate you. Because they don't understand. Why do we kill things? Have you ever noticed that? We're all stupid. Because why do we kill things? We kill spiders. Why? We hate them. No, we don't hate them. We're scared of them. They're scared of you. That's why they want to kill you. And you're scared of them, so you want to kill them too. We kill things because we're scared of them. I'll leave you on this note. Every person in the world is born for a reason. God put us all here. It depends on what road we take. I've been in war. Believe me, I've seen horrible things before. And I don't hate nobody. Even when I was fighting my enemy, I didn't hate him. You know why? Some politician sent him down the road to kill me. Have you thought about that? Another politician told another politician, I don't like you because I don't like your policies, so I'm going to send my people to kill your people. Have you thought about that? And in the end of the day, you shake each other's hand when it's all over and you're all dead and half of you got nothing left. And then you realize, wait a minute, it was for nothing. Because we were fighting over nothing. Because the two guys that had an argument over there, they're still sitting in their office okay. Then somebody else comes in and takes over and makes a mess of the whole thing anyway. Just a thought. Good night, everybody.